The Verdict Podcast.
But here are the things that you need to consider. On this post, it says, why I can't find a good man? Because you got high body count, because you have nothing to offer besides sex, because you smoke weed on a daily, because you think you're a boss babe and have that mentality, because you primarily have only guy friends, because you've slept with some of them, because you're combative, argumentative, you want to be the man, you don't know what it is to be feminine. And I want to know, what's your experience with this? What's your experience?
Well, another one that should be on there is that you lead with your ass and your coochie out.
My God.
And when you lead with that, then the man see you only for ass and coochie from the beginning.
That's it.
And he doesn't know the rest of you. And then you later on want to cook, but it's too late. Because now he going to get the ass and the coochie.
And leave.
And eat the food on the way out the door. So my experience with this is that in our history, it's deeper than just what it is today.
Then talk about it. We want to know.
In our
Enlighten us, cuz.
Women have been made to have to be the men and the women in the household.
Okay.
Right? Because the men haven't stood up to be what they need to be.
Absolutely.
Right? And so over time, that type of mentality, it doesn't diminish unless men stand up.
Okay.
But what it does is it evolves. So the women have developed a quasi-masculine approach to life.
Order in the court.
Out of necessity. And so many of the things that in the past we done for survival, eventually it evolved into we doing it as like it's our culture or our nature, and then it evolved to this who I am.
Okay.
And so that's what has happened in a lot of ways. And so the whole movement of the independent women, I think women forget that independent mean alone. So many of the women that's been claiming they independent women, they find themselves alone because that's the way their mind been trained to be. But that's the problem.
And most importantly, that's how America trained their mind to be.
That's how America trained their mind.
But this is what's crazy. Black women are in that space, but white women are going home to their men. After they put us into that space and made us independent and I'ma survive and we don't need no men, they went home to their families and their husbands. Order in the court.
Ain't no doubt.
Now, this the other thing I want to say.
And the plus on the white women, the also thing about the white women and Hispanic women and the other women is that they never been removed from their nature the way that black women have.
Wow.
And so it was easy to come back home or come back to their nature. But for black women, once they got out of that nature, and they was first removed out of that nature, and then any semblance of that nature they still had, they allowed the movements going on in America to take them out of it. It's hard for them to get back to it because we have no real memory of that nature.
My God. Now, I want to tell you something. The first red flag that I seen when I saw this visual where it said, why can't I find a good man? First of all, God didn't set it up for women to find men. That's not in our nature. I think that's where people are getting it wrong. You out here searching for a man when that's not the intentions of God.
Right.
God, first of all,
and that's why you taking your clothes off.
Absolutely. First of all, we don't have the capabilities and the right mindset, I believe, to find a husband. A husband have to find us. This is why when we do choose, we continuously choose wrong because that's not the way he set it up.
No doubt.
He set it up for a man to find a good thing, a husband find a good thing, and find favor over his life, not for a woman to go out looking for a man. We don't know how to choose properly, hence all the mistakes that we've made in our relationships.
That's true. That
The Verdict Podcast is back each and every Thursday live on Facebook. You can also catch it on all of the other platforms like Pandora, Spotify, and Amazon. I cannot wait to hear your verdict. You can always call in 313-753-2696. Catch us live Thursdays, The Verdict, with comedian Judge Miles. You already know that when the judge is in, the verdict is out.